Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. We're back with Albion World News. We're going to be looking through the leaderboards, the map, see what's going on over the last week. Obviously we haven't done one for a little while, so I'm looking forward to getting into this and seeing what's happened. A couple of things have happened, things are changing, but let's go through it. So looking at all time, we're just going to have a quick look at things like fame, stuff like that. Obviously Instagram, me. Can craft all tier 8 items. That's pretty insane. I believe he has all the tier 8 buildings on his island. That's pretty impressive in fairness. 257 million crafting fame. Isn't part of a guild. Looks like at one point he was part of War Legend. But other than that, yeah, it looks like he is just the crafter, and that's pretty impressive in fairness. Got a couple of other ones. Again, 200 mil crafting, only 3 people there, but I mean that's super high. Going down, looking at a couple of different people. Delicious Milk, I mention him every time. The guy, 32 million, 24.7 million mob fame, 71.8 crafting fame. The guy's put a lot of time into the game. You can definitely see it. Looking down, Magical Yak, number 12. Total fame 98.7 mil. The only way he could have got this fame is if he's put resources into buildings. The only way. And I mean, putting 98.7 worth of bit of fame into buildings through blocks, pretty insane. But if he's managed to do it, fair enough. And then Hailzer, almost 100 mil fame. He's the top person right now, I believe, for like total fame that has less than 5 mil crafting fame. So I called it 5 mil crafting fame. 5 mil is not particularly hard to get. It's level 1 thing. You'll get it in no time at all. But yeah, I mean 65.3 million player fame, 30 million mob fame, obviously 100 million total. The guy's put work in. You can definitely see it. But let's get into this week. So looking at this week, it is what, Friday now? 77.6 million at the top one, 55 million over number 2. You can definitely see where that's all gone into crafting. And then we start going into it, so we're not seeing the big names coming up anymore. So T-Angel, not really seen them. Casual Dad EQMS, not really seen. We've not seen these names. We don't know these names. Looking at the guilds, Overlords, no Overlord, Chicken Kiss, Heaven's Fence, not heard of them. God Tier, not heard of them. Infinitium, I mean it's a 5-man guild. Infinitum, 100-person conflicts. I actually do recognise conflicts. But yeah, so I don't know. It's pretty insane. We're starting to see some newer people get into the top sort of 10, 20 every week, and that's pretty cool to see. But yeah, obviously a lot of this is just crafting fame. We see it every time. So let's carry on. Looking at kill value for this week. So Exertion, Black Mamba, Exertion, Black Mamba, and Exertion. First person that's none of these two is exploited, and then it goes into Sun, exploited. You're just seeing the same sort of guilds fighting against each other, and the problem is at this point is if I look at these kills, there we go, that was like an 8-1, 7-2 versus 6-3, 7-1, 8-1 sort of fight. Like, that's just some serious gear. One kill of that shuts down any kill that anyone else is going to be getting. Let's see if we see any big kills in here. 600k, 700k. There we go. 1.4 million. Killed some guy in 8-2. Like, it's obviously an insane amount of gear. But yeah, so it is what it is. We're seeing these same guilds fighting each other, and that's probably where we're going to see a lot of this kill fame come from now. Gankers, never going to be able to get to this level at this point. Silver collected. Obviously that's gone down a lot. So there was a point in time where there was like 50 million a week going into silver collected because of the chests, with the chest changes. Getting down to 10 mil now. That's mostly from dungeon farming if I had to guess. So definitely interesting to see that change has been so effective. Resource value. 2.1 million. That's still pretty insane, but 21.9 million total gathering fame. Let's get a look at some of these numbers. In fact, actually, let's put this at all time. He's actually still the #1 as well. It's pretty insane. Look at this crafting fame, though, guys. Yeah, we're not surprised by these guilds that we're seeing from this. Editor was part of Black Mamba. Yeah, we're not surprised by this. The amount of resources they're going to be able to gather. And things like that, they're going to get that that gathering fame, but still these numbers are absolutely crazy. Could never do that personally. Territories owned. So we're going to go into guilds. That's not what I want to do. I want to stay on players for now and go on arena wins. Got to have a look at them, haven't we? So looking at last week, 84 was the top. Hydrexia, Hyextria, still can't say the name. 68 doing really well. But yeah, I mean 84. That's pretty insane. Let's look at this week as well. In fact, let's look at all time, shall we? 136 wins, and he's got what, 27 mob fame? That's crazy. There's no mastery there at all. Blatter, no real mastery. 263 played, 165 played, 137 played. Yeah, there's some big numbers here already. It's insane. We see this out, like 111 wins this week alone. But yeah, let's get into territories owned. So we're seeing a couple of different alliances now. Black Mamba, they've come out of this hate alliance that they've kind of merged with Tea Party, Grey, a couple of different people. But yeah, it's more a combination of the Tea Party, and obviously Tea Party left Oops Alliance, made their own. They've now moved into Black Mamba, and obviously Grey as well. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. Envy, the powerhouse that it is. We'll see them in a minute in the map. No Life, now part of the Exploited Alliance, actually. Getting some numbers there in terms of like territories and stuff like that. GG, Zerg. Another one, Infamous Alliance, not one I've really heard of. A couple of new guilds in there. We saw Lord Aryan in beta, Goodfellas in beta, High Five. We've seen a lot of these guilds, some of them, the Chicken Army, never heard of them. Illuminati, not heard of them. Let's have a look. So Oops still around. Obviously Money Guild have quit. I kind of did abbreviations there, not really sure 100% if they've quit or if they're just sort of semi-playing socially. But yeah, Oops obviously, or Money Guild with their 11 territories, Lads having the 10. So I mean, between Sun and Lads, they're doing really well in the GG Alliance. Obviously that's Lupac, the caster that I work with. Partnership of Equals, definitely some different alliances there. It's not the same alliances, not the same guilds in the top 10, and that's really cool. But let's look into, we're going to have a quick look through this. Kill value, yeah, not surprised by this. You're going to see the guilds that fight against each other getting the top levels of the kill value now in that 8-1 gear fame. That's some pretty crazy fame right there. Silver collected, yeah, it's not really an important stat. Resource value, and for the lols of it, it doesn't show guild arena wins. I thought it could like accumulate all the guild wins. That'd be pretty cool. But let's look at the alliances. So kill value, Dead Game Lol, which I believe is, yeah, we go the Black Mamba Grey Tea Party Alliance, holding 226.4 million. Obviously getting involved in a lot of fights this week. Arch, obviously the powerhouse that is Arch. Lots of ganking, and probably the biggest ganking guild, like ganking focused guild out there. Oh, I do apologise. Sorry, I had a drink just before this. It's giving me hiccups. 10 territories. They've actually taken a couple of territories, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so probably the biggest ganking sort of alliance, and obviously you can see their kill value really represents that. But again, we're not seeing the same alliances we were seeing before. Partnership at Equals, that's a new one we haven't really seen too much of. And that's really cool. I like seeing new stuff, and I like seeing that the older guys, now that they're falling off a little bit, the new guys are coming in and making work of it, and that in itself is really cool. I do apologise if you're getting like bikes or stuff in the background. I kind of tried to reset everything up today. In terms of fame, I mean, that's crazy. 1.1 billion in a 2,000 member alliance. That shows, for the people saying, oh yeah, the game's dead, 2,000 member alliance, 1.1 billion fame in a week. Yeah, that's some activity going on right there. Silver collected. Obviously it is what it is. Resource value 86.2 mil. That's pretty crazy. Territories owned. Wow. Obviously Hate Alliance did have a lot of territories owned. Great powerhouses right now. 25 territories, 27 onto Black Mamba, which we already know to be a very strong alliance. And number 2, we're seeing GG Alliance, with number 3 being Zerg. It's pretty impressive. Obviously, the amount that they're holding as well. They haven't just got them, they've also held them and got to 70. But yeah, we see like Stay Woke, Vitus's alliance, we see, or obviously the Fricks Exertion Alliance, Infamous, Arch, Partnership at Equals. We're definitely seeing a lot of sort of territory spread lower down now. And obviously the big ones, other than sort of the Hate Alliance, the old Hate Alliance, it's kind of not too dominant in one place, but obviously that 70 is still impressive. But yeah, let's have a look at the map, shall we? So, Carleon, still seeing these Rubens still here. Attacks, they're getting attacked daily just to try and... Obviously, it's not actually attacks, they're just trying to lock out the slots. But it looks like Hammer and Sickle have managed to get some attacks onto Carleon. Maybe finally we'll see it change hands away from Nilfgaard. Maybe one day. But other than that, we're going to go to Thetford, owned by Kingdom, the old Envy, Eidos' team. And you can just see their banner is everywhere. Looks like they actually... Vitus owning this one at the moment, looking to try and attack onto Elden Hill and get into Martlock, but Martlock currently owned by Kingdom. Zorn still owning the majority of this down here. Obviously Zerg Alliance, Nilfgaard and Zorn owning a fair bit down here towards Bridgewatch, owning obviously Bridgewatch as well by Zorn. Moving over, we've got sort of Kingdom, Nilfgaard meeting up again. Limhurst currently owned by Kingdom. So for let's have a look, shall we? Because Kingdom isn't a very big guild at all. Territories owned, Kingdom, 39 member guild, and they have all of these territories. That's pretty impressive in fairness. I do not want to join that guild. Thank you very much for asking though. Let's get to Anglia. Zorn's still holding this. Not really interested in ever fighting it, but no one ever attacks it. They're just holding it. At the top here, we still see Elysium Army, Headhunters, Overlords, all these different guilds. I've actually been told since that there's no bad feeling between them, even though the alliance broke down. And they will keep attacking each other every now and again, but other than that, not really interesting too much. Now, here's the interesting one, Grey. So we saw Grey be this powerhouse, obviously Black Mamba as well. And right here we see this big divide really, where Lads and Sun and GG just start taking over, and they take over all of this. Frick's actually moving into the Black Zone as well for themselves. But yeah, you can see GG just pushing out all this way, really making themselves known. And then we see the powerhouse that is that old Hate Alliance, the Black Mamba Grey partnership. And you just see all of these banners owned by these guys. The Forge Arm Alliance there, still holding a couple of different territories. Orcs to Kandura still doing really well. They've been defending their place in the Black Zone for a while. But yeah, we see all these different, I mean, US, I don't actually know who these guys are, but this is a new guild. They didn't own that city plot before, I guarantee it. No Life, Black Mamba, obviously we move into Cumbria then, and it's spread out a little bit. It's not quite the same guilds as we're used to seeing. Crimson Emporium, a new guild into the Black, well, not into the Black Zone, but new guild certainly into moving into having multiple territories. Forge Arm, Hammer and Sickle. We've got Say My Name as well. Just checking actually which alliance Say My Name is a part of now. The Gear Alliance, so yeah, Hammer and Sickle as well. Actually, so interesting thing is that Hammer and Sickle and the Forge Arm Alliance actually owned like this bottom half at the start of the release. And obviously Hate slowly took in, or Black Mamba slowly pulled in, took a load of it off them, and that was about it. So it looks like Titans might have, I don't know if they've quit or been merged, but Titans actually owned a load of this area. They defended it and just kept themselves to themselves. Looks like they're gone now. You've got Exploited moving in and actually putting pressure onto different town plots, things like that. But yeah, Grey, Black Mamba, all at the top here, just owning their stuff, strutting their stuff. Exploited with another town plot. That's pretty impressive that they've managed to take another one. And then moving into the black zone, we see like Exertion up here, Team Casualty actually taking castles now and things like that, Exertion Gentlemen, Exertion Money Guild, and then all of a sudden, so this corner just really hasn't changed from about here, and then all of a sudden, all of these banners are grey, and then you've got Black Mamba as well, Tea Party up here, so many different guilds, peasants, part of the same alliance, and all of a sudden, this partnership of Tea Party, Grey, and Black Mamba now own part of every single continent, and that's a really strong position to be at. But guys, I have been talking for 16 minutes. My voice is already hurting, trying to work my way back into it slowly, and obviously not doing a very good job. Thank you for watching. I'm restarting with all the Albion videos, so keep an eye out for the content. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching, and catch you later. Goodbye.